What a race. We'll let the camera decide. Looks like unofficial, it's Harding over McCollum. The win was just over the allowable, 2.1. Looks like the winning time was 10:32 for Nyckoles Harbor. Second place.
I know I just didn't see that, right? Please tell me, Top Billin, I did not just see my main man Nyckoles Harbor run a 10.32 100-meter. What? 6'5", 225. The kid is just barely scratching the surface of what he's going to be. My man's like 16, 17 years old. Not even technically a senior in high school yet. Like a senior as far as on that football field. My man has a ways to go. Now, I posed the question last time when I did a video on him. Is he the most freakish athlete that we've seen at the prep level? Now, I had a lot of people throw some names out there, right? Much respect to those names. Jadeveon Clowney, kid that I liked a lot when he was coming out of high school. He's not Nyckoles Harbor. Javon Curse. Big shout outs to the freak Javon Curse. Anybody my age grew up on a Javon Curse knowing that guy is the absolute truth. But he ran a 4.58 40 as a grown-ass man. Now, people going to say, he put on some weight and all this and that. It don't matter. Nyckoles Harbor putting on some weight. He's probably even going to get even faster, right? This kid is in a different stratosphere. 10.32 over 100. Think about this. Somebody went back and commented on that first video that I did on him, and they showed that Henry Ruggs ran a 10.5 something 100-meter, I believe his senior year. And that man, right, we know Henry Ruggs to be one of the fastest cats, period. And he's a lot smaller than the Nyckoles Harbor. Nyckoles Harbor running a lot faster with a 10.3 in comparison to a 10.5, right? So that's just talking about his athletic ability. On the football side of the things, right, he's being labeled as an athlete, so his is twofold. He's the best athlete in the country, but being labeled as an athlete, that'll sometimes give you cause to pause if you're in the scouting community, because you think about a lot of these guys who are labeled an athlete coming out. I think about, like Brew McCoy. I think Brew McCoy is going to be good for USC, but he hasn't quite hit yet. And it's going to be his fourth year out of high school. Most of you probably don't even remember Brew McCoy. He was all the rage as a 5-star coming out of California. I forget which team he played with. He might have played with Amon-Ra St. Brown and those guys out there at Mater Day. But him, it's hard to really think of anybody that's popping that came out. Oh, there's a kid at South Carolina going to do something on here pretty soon. I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but they got an athlete. That kid is nasty for sure. Darnell Washington of Georgia playing the tight end position. To me, he lacks in athleticism as far as his agility, adroitness, and things like that. But he's a big dude, 6'8" something. Maybe he would have been better off on the other side of the ball. I actually have said this 50 million times, and I have people who scout as well who tell me that they believe that man would be a potential top 10 pick in the NFL draft if he were a tackle, an offensive tackle. So Nyckoles Harbor, people were saying they like him on the defensive side of the ball. I'd like him anywhere on the football field. I think he's going to be a success. But you don't put that type of top-end speed, to me, on the line of scrimmage, because that nullifies his top-end speed. That's what he's going to do best. He's not like a physical freak like with his body, even though he is. He's 6'5", but a lot of guys are 6'5" on the line of scrimmage. Most guys are 6'5" on the line of scrimmage. He has something that's special that 99.9% of people don't have that are his size and height, right? He has freakish speed, Olympic speed. Like, he could not play football, go full-time in the track, and I believe he's a superstar. We're seeing him run against Christian Coleman and these guys, right? So it's a tough one on me there. Like I said before, tight end, wide receiver, he gets to show off his skill set. No doubt about that. And hopefully he show off his skill set right here in Maryland. Go to the University of Maryland and absolutely do the damn thing. But, hey, I'm realistic about it. When these kids, man, they see other kids out there balling in the SEC and some of these schools in the Big Ten, and it's the allure of that. But if you want to be your own man, you want to be the man that people look to that did something different and absolutely smashed it and set a trend, stay in the DMV, baby. It's the best area in the country. Go to the University of Maryland, and if not there, baby, go to Virginia Tech. Hell, just stay in the DMV. Can't say that. These are Maryland or Virginia Tech. I'm sorry. But incredible, man. Just incredible, man. But check this out right here. All right, so I went back and was looking at my man Arian Knighton's time in high school a couple of years ago. If you don't know who Arian Knighton is, you need to. He is the next great American sprinter on the world level. And my man was running in the 100, which is not really his race. He was 10.89. His PR is 10.67. His 200, which is his shit, right? The man is the truth in the 200. He had 21. He's 19. He's in the 19s now, so it lets you know how things can change in a couple of years or whatever like that. But you see here, man, very comparable times. You can see right here, my man Nyckoles Harbor. You see these? Look at this. We're talking about the 10.32. He has a PR of 10.29. 10.29. Listen, 2095, 2076 in the 200 meters. You can say that at the same exact age, he's pacing even Arian Knighton. Football is the best sport in the world. There's no doubt about that. But I'm a huge sports fan, period. I'm a huge track and field nut. Baseball, basketball, whatever you can think of. Combat sports, I might like just as much as football. That man needs to think long and hard about being in track and field, right? He can be a global superstar. He has that type of ability. Definitely want to see him out there on the football field. There's no doubt about that, but he may be able to make football money in track and field. That's unheard of. I think about other guys his size like a Ryan Bailey. Never really turned out. I remember him. I think he went 9.8 going against Usain Bolt back in the day. He was about 6'4", 6'5". And Usain Bolt himself, his times were incredible around the same age as well. Probably a little better than Nyckoles and Arian Knighton. But the track and field with the young guys that's popping these days, like my boy Noah Lyles from VA all day, you got to keep that in mind that he has a lot of options, not only in football on which position to play, right, as an athlete, but just sports in general, man. He's very good at track and field. So I want to know what you guys think out there again. From you people who didn't see the other one, which position would you think he would be a superstar at? Does he need to hone in on a position, or should he, right, really try to hone in on track and field? He's been doing track and field since he was a little kid, so this isn't something new for him. He's a lifelong track and field cat. Started extremely early, just like you get those boxers who start early as kids. So he's just scratching the field. If you look at his technique in the 100, you can make an argument that he left some time out there on the track. So he's just scratching the surface, man. This kid is going to be incredible no matter what he does. Who's out there at that size ever doing that, playing football? I'll hang up and wait. So let me know which position, once again, or let me know if you think he should focus on track and he can become a national sensation and not worry about the potential head trauma and the injuries sustained in our great sport of football, right? It's your boy Murph, the Underground King, a.k.a. the DMV King. Holla at your boy. Let me know. All right? Salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.